Christopher Wray said he would resign as FBI director before Donald Trump takes office. That's where we're starting the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Hannah Jewell. It's Thursday, December 12th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Last month, President-elect Trump said he would nominate Kash Patel to be the next FBI director. That sent a message to the current director, Christopher Wray, that he should resign or prepare to be fired. Yesterday, he said he would resign. It's an unusual situation because Wray, who was appointed by Trump, was only 7 years into his 10-year term. Director tenures are designed to be longer than other executive branch appointments, to span multiple administrations and avoid politicizing the FBI. Trump's pick to replace Wray, Kash Patel, is a fierce Trump loyalist. He has echoed Trump's calls for retribution against perceived enemies, and he has an enemies list that's 60 people long. He has also called for using federal law enforcement to prosecute both political opponents and journalists. Number 2. Severe pain shaped the views of the suspect in the United Healthcare CEO killing. 26-year-old Luigi Mangione is charged with murder in the killing of Brian Thompson in New York last week. After his arrest on Monday in Pennsylvania, more details have emerged about his life. Mangione suffered from a spinal defect that caused him extreme pain. He vented in Reddit posts about his frustration with the American healthcare system. New York police said yesterday that they believe the motive was animus toward the health insurance industry and corporate America. They also said a gun found on Mangione was linked to casings from the scene of the killing. Number 3. The House passed a defense bill that denies transgender health care for some minors. The National Defense Authorization Act sets Pentagon and national security policy for the year ahead. This year's legislation includes a pay increase for junior enlisted troops and expands investment in new military technologies. But one provision is causing a lot of controversy. It would block the military's healthcare system from providing specialized treatments to the transgender children of U.S. service members. Top lawmakers from both parties said it was forced into the legislation after months of negotiation. Adam Smith is the House Armed Services Committee's top Democratic representative. He spoke about the bill on the House floor yesterday.
And overall, that package is terrific. There is one problem, and that is that a political partisan wedge issue was insisted on being included in this bill at the insistence of Republican leadership, not of the Armed Services Committee. And I think it's really problematic.
Fewer than half of House Democrats voted in favor of what is typically a bipartisan piece of legislation. But it still passed, and it will now go on to the Senate. You can check to see how your representative voted in our newsletter. Just follow the link in our show notes. Number 4 is some breaking news this morning. President Joe Biden commuted the sentences of nearly 1,500 people. In a statement released this morning, Biden said he was granting clemency to people who have successfully reintegrated following home confinement during the pandemic. He also pardoned 39 people convicted of nonviolent crimes. The White House described it as, quote, the largest single-day grant of clemency in modern history. This story is still developing, so check out our website for the latest updates. Missing Hawaii woman Hana Kobayashi was found safe. That's our 5th story. Kobayashi is a 30-year-old photographer who disappeared in Los Angeles after missing a connecting flight last month. Her case drew national attention after her father died while searching for her. Officials ruled his death a suicide. Then, earlier this month, she was seen in video surveillance footage entering Mexico with luggage alone and on foot. She was then declared a voluntary missing person. Yesterday, in a statement posted on social media by their attorney, her family said she had been located. They did not say how or where she was found. Bill Belichick was hired as UNC's football coach. Belichick is arguably the greatest coach in NFL history. He won 6 Super Bowl titles over 24 seasons with the New England Patriots. He stepped down after the last season, and he turns 73 in April. But he'll be back on the football field this fall. In a move that surprised even many of his associates, Belichick has agreed to coach a college football team for the first time. He'll take over a North Carolina program that has gone 6-6 this season. Despite his incredible legacy, Belichick still has something to prove. He'll have to rebound from his struggles late in his Patriots tenure. The team reached the playoffs only once following quarterback Tom Brady's departure after the 2019 season. And at number 7, mystery drone sightings in New Jersey have residents demanding answers. In recent weeks, there have been dozens of reports of large drones speeding over residents' homes, businesses, and public areas. Some have been spotted in important places, including a local military research facility and over Donald Trump's golf course in Bedminster. Witnesses are understandably pretty scared. The drones are larger than those generally used for recreation. And federal investigators haven't come up with any answers as to who is behind the drones. Earlier this week, the House Homeland Security Committee met with the FBI, who are investigating the drones. Texas Representative Tony Gonzalez expressed his concern to FBI official Robert Wheeler.
Sometimes I feel like I'm in the twilight zone up here. Like month after month, people come before us, they testify, and you don't get a lot of answers. And it's concerning, it's frustrating. You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct?
That's right.
It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are.
Officials have said that they don't believe the drones pose any threat. You can see a picture of one of the drones in our newsletter today. Just follow the link in our show notes. And if you're the person who's flying them, please email me. I need this mystery to be solved. All right, you're all caught up. I am going to be off for a couple weeks starting tomorrow, but you will be in safe hands with my esteemed colleagues Christina Quinn and Rennie Spernovsky. If you want to get me a Christmas present, and I'm sure you do, you should get a subscription to The Washington Post. It will get you access to all the stories we talk about here on the podcast, and it's the absolute best way to support the work of Post journalists. Right now, you can get a year's all-access digital subscription for just $40. Just go to WashingtonPost.com/subscribe or follow the link in our show notes. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'll be back in about 2 weeks feeling very refreshed. Till then, Christina will meet you back here tomorrow.